Welcome along. We begin our roundup of Week 10 at the Parc des Princes, where PSG ease past Amiens to maintain their flawless start to the season. Marquinhos nodding in an Angel Di Maria corner to give the capital club the lead, and the second goal was a carbon copy. Another Di Maria corner, Adrien RABIOT with his first headed goal in Ligue and Conforama. There was little to report after that until the 80th minute, when Julian made it 3-0. PSG becoming the first side to score at least 3 goals in their first 10 outings. Kylian Mbappé also getting in on the action. The Ballon d'Or contender squeezing in a fourth to go top of the scoring charts on 9 goals, one ahead of Neymar, who was rested here. Moussa rounded things out late on as Paris made it 10 wins from 10. Thomas Tuchel's men 8 points clear before facing Napoli and Marseille next week. Lille remain the best of the rest after picking up their 3rd consecutive victory in Dijon. Nicolas Pepe won his 5th penalty of the campaign on 20 minutes. His cross handled there by Wesley Lotoa. The Ivorian international did the honours himself, grabbing his 7th goal of the campaign. And Christophe Galtier's side doubled their lead just before half-time. Zeki Celik slipping through to Luis Araujo, who took care of the rest. The Brazilian making his first start of the season and getting his first goal. Dijon did pull one back 10 minutes from time after being awarded a penalty of their own. José Fonte inexplicably trying to punch the ball clear. Mehdi Abed getting his side's first goal in 5 games, but it finished 2-1 to Lille. Montpellier are flying high in 3rd after getting the better of Bordeaux. Having failed to win at home for 7 months, Michel Dezacarian's side have now made it 3 on the bounce at La Mosson. Gaëtan Laborde heading them in front against his former side. Andy Delors then won a penalty early in the second half. Newly minted Brazil international Pablo handling his cross. And local boy Delors converting for his 4th goal in as many games. 2-0 to Montpellier, they're unbeaten in 9. Marseille took Mediterranean derby honours for the 4th straight time as they edged Nice to go 4th. Morgan Sanson scored the game's only goal on 42 minutes after being teed up by Bounassar. An ideal confidence booster for Marseille before hosting Lazio and PSG this week, and their first clean sheet away from home since January. Nice have now lost 4 of their 5 home games this season. Lyon bounced back from their 5-0 defeat to PSG as they saw off Nîmes. Moussa Dembele showing great striker's instincts to give them the lead from Marcelo's long ball. The French under-21 international with his 3rd goal in 5 league outings. Nîmes had 23 shots, but they couldn't find a way past Anthony Lopez, and Memphis DEPAY added gloss to the scoreline late on. The Dutchman with his first goal since week 1 as it finished 2-0. Saint-Etienne are a point behind their rivals Lyon in 6th after drawing with Rennes. Wabi Kazri needed just 3 minutes to win a penalty against his former side after being tripped by Clément Grenier. The most prolific Tunisian in Ligue and Conforama history, sweeping in his 41st top-flight goal from the spot. He's Santé's top scorer this season with 5 overall. Rennes equalised though on 34 minutes through Ismaïla Sarr, the Senegal winger with his 3rd of the season. Hatem Ben Arfa later missed a penalty for Rennes as it finished 1 apiece. Thierry Henry endured a baptism of fire on his coaching debut with Monaco as they lost in Strasbourg. A howler from 3rd keeper Seydou Sy, gifting Adrien Thomasson the opener. Monaco later lost Falcao to injury and had Samuel Gronsis sent off 2 minutes after he came off the bench. Substitute Lebo Matiba then added a 2nd for the host 6 minutes from time as they made it 3 consecutive home wins. There was a silver lining for Henry and Monaco as Moussa Silla won a late penalty. This one confirmed by VAR and eventually converted by Yuri Tillemans, but it finished at 2-1 to Strasbourg. Monaco off to their worst start since the 1950s. Emiliano Sala was the hero for Nantes as they picked up their first home win of the campaign against Toulouse. The Argentine finishing off a slick team move as the Canaries opened the scoring for the first time all season. Gabriel Basquilia added a 2nd on 38 minutes after some poor defending from Christopher Julian. Salah grabbed his 2nd and Nantes' 3rd after a sweeping counter-attack midway through the second half. And the Argentine completed his first Ligue and Conforama hat-trick 6 minutes later. Vahid Halilhodzic's men leapfrogging Monaco to go 18th in the table. Reims are now without a win in 8 games after they were held at home to Angers. The visitors took the lead through their captain Ismaël Traoré, his 3rd goal of the campaign and 3rd from a corner. But Reims rescued a point through Pablo Chavaria, who's had a hand in 3 of their 5 goals this season. The Argentine with his side's first goal at home since mid-August as it finished 1-1. Finally, Caen and Guingamp played out their 3rd straight goalless draw in Ligue and Conforama. Prince Oniyange had the best chance for the host, but he was denied on the line by Etienne Dido and Carl-Johan Janssen. In the absence of Marcus Thuram and Nolan Roux, Ludovic Blas went closest for Guingamp, but it finished 0-0. So all the results from week 10 with 24 goals scored, wins for all of the top 5, with PSG making short work of Amiens to extend their record start. Lille and Marseille both victorious on the road. An excellent weekend as well for Nantes with that 4-0 dismissal of Toulouse. PSG remain 8 points clear of Lille, with Montpellier sneaking ahead of Marseille on goal difference. Lyon 2 points further back, with surprise package Strasbourg up to 7th after their win over Monaco. Guingamp are slowly but surely gathering momentum, but they remain rooted to the foot of the table alongside Thierry Henry's new side. Nantes moving into the relegation playoff spot with 3 teams, Nîmes, Dijon and Amiens, all on 10 points. Week 11 kicks off with Saint-Etienne's trip to Nîmes before Lyon head to Angers on Saturday. Lille and Monaco are both in action on Saturday night, but the big game of the weekend sees Marseille host PSG in the Classico.